ordinary Tuesday afternoon, David Chen pulled his trusty Honda Civic into a parking spot at Valley West Mall. It was just one of those days, calm and quiet, with a gentle stream of people flowing in and out of the main entrance. The sun cast a bright, warm glow over everything, making the colors of the mall sign and the passing cars seem almost vibrant. David was on a simple mission, a task many of us have done countless times. He needed to buy a new pair of earbuds for his daughter, a simple errand on a simple day. He walked toward the entrance, the automatic doors sliding open with a soft whoosh. Inside, the familiar scent of the mall, a mix of popcorn, perfume, and clean floors greeted him. He wasn't there to browse or window shop. This was a quick in-and-out trip, or so he thought. As he navigated past a kiosk selling phone cases, he noticed the usual mix of shoppers, teenagers laughing in a group, a young mother pushing a stroller, an elderly couple walking hand in hand. It was the picture of everyday life, a snapshot of a community going about its business, completely unaware of how quickly the ordinary can become extraordinary. Little did David know, this simple trip to the mall was about to take a turn he could never have predicted. He was just a father trying to buy a gift, but in a few short moments, his afternoon errand would become a pivotal event, not just for him, but for everyone else inside Valley West Mall that day. Every choice we make, every path we take, can lead us to unexpected places. For David, the path to the electronics store was about to lead him somewhere else entirely. His quest for earbuds was about to become a story he would tell for the rest of his life, a story that proves heroes aren't born, they're made in the moments we least expect. What happens when an ordinary man is faced with an extraordinary situation? David was about to find out. Stay tuned to uncover the rest of David's incredible story. If you're intrigued, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss what happens next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a story that proves you can never judge a book by its cover. Take a look at this man. Let's call him David. Middle-aged, glasses, a bit thin on top. He looks like he could be your neighbor, the guy who files taxes for a living, maybe coaches his kid's soccer team on weekends. He's walking through a mall, just like thousands of other people do every single day. There's nothing about him that screams extraordinary. He blends in perfectly with the quiet hum of suburban life, but look closer. Look past the unassuming exterior. There's a story in his eyes, a depth that the mundane setting can't quite conceal. While everyone else is rushing to the next sale or meeting friends for coffee, David moves with a different kind of purpose. It's not hurried, it's not loud, but it's there. He looks like any other suburban accountant, but his eyes hide a deeper truth. What is that truth? What secrets does a man like this carry as he walks through the everyday world? This is where the story gets interesting. We often walk past people like David without a second thought, assuming their lives are as plain as their appearance. But what if that calm expression is a mask? What if behind that ordinary facade lies a life of incredible adventure, profound loss, or a skill so unique it defies belief? What if this man, who looks like he's just going to pick up a new pair of shoes, is actually on a mission that could change everything? His journey isn't just about getting from one end of the mall to the other. It's a metaphor for the hidden lives we all lead, the parts of ourselves we don't show the world. So the next time you see someone who seems completely average, take a moment. Consider the unseen stories they might carry, the universe of experiences hidden behind a simple, calm expression. The most incredible tales are often found in the most unexpected people. What do you think his secret is? Let me know your theories in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this little thought experiment, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories that look beyond the surface. See you in the next one. Have you ever felt so overwhelmed that it felt like there was no way out? like the world was closing in on you and you were all alone in the dark. It's a heavy feeling, one that can make it hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Sometimes when we're carrying that much weight, we might think about doing things we wouldn't normally consider. We might feel a pull towards actions that could have serious consequences, not just for ourselves, but for everyone around us. It can feel like you're caught in a storm, and the only way to make it stop is to create an even bigger one. But that's not the answer. Even in the most shadowy moments, when everything feels muted and uncertain, there's a path back to the light. It starts with a single step, reaching out. It might feel like the hardest thing to do, but talking to someone who understands can make all the difference. You don't have to carry that heavy bag alone. There are people who want to help you unpack what you're going through, piece by piece, in a safe and supportive space. Whether it's a friend, a family member, or a professional, letting someone in can lift that immense pressure. It's a sign of incredible strength to ask for help, not weakness. If you're feeling lost in the dark, please know that help is available right now. You can connect with people who are trained to support you by calling or texting 988 in the US and Canada, or by calling 111 in the UK. These services are free, confidential, and available 24/7. They are there to listen and to help you find your way forward, one step at a time. Your story doesn't have to end in a place of despair. There's a future filled with hope, healing, and brighter days ahead. Making that call is the first step towards a new chapter. You are not alone, and your life has immense value. Thank you so much for listening. If this message resonated with you, please share it and subscribe for more content that supports well-being. Take care. Have you ever wondered what you would do in a moment of pure chaos? A normal day, a simple trip to the mall, suddenly turned upside down. Imagine the scene. The familiar buzz of shoppers is replaced by screams. People are running, ducking, their faces a mixture of confusion and terror. The bright, cheerful lights of the mall flicker erratically, casting long, dancing shadows that add to the pandemonium. Smoke and dust fill the air, making it hard to breathe, hard to see. What just happened? Was it an accident? Something worse? In those first few seconds, your mind struggles to catch up with reality. Look around. A young mother instinctively curls her body around her baby, a human shield against a danger she can't even identify yet. A teenage couple, who were probably just sharing laugh moments ago, dive for cover behind a large planter, their hands tightly clasped. An elderly man stands frozen, his eyes wide with a fear that has locked his feet to the floor. Overturned tables, scattered shopping bags, dropped phones, the remnants of 1,000 normal moments, now just debris in a scene of crisis. The central escalator, usually a river of calm movement, is now a focal point of the panic, a choke point where the rush to escape meets a bottleneck. It's a terrifying tapestry of human reaction, woven in real time. This isn't just a scene from a movie. These are real people, just like you and me, caught in a situation no one ever prepares for. It raises a powerful question. In the face of sudden, overwhelming panic, who do we become? Do we run? Do we freeze? Do we help? The emergency exit signs cast a subtle reddish glow on the chaos, a small beacon of hope in the overwhelming darkness of the moment. It's in these critical seconds that our true instincts, our deepest training, and our fundamental character are revealed. Thinking about these scenarios isn't about creating fear, but about fostering awareness and preparedness. What would your first move be? Thank you for watching. If this video made you think, please consider liking and subscribing for more content that explores the human experience. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one. In a world that often feels chaotic and unpredictable, we sometimes forget the incredible capacity for courage that lies within ordinary people. We see it in headlines, we hear about it in news reports, But what does that courage actually look like in the moment? Imagine a crowded shopping mall, the familiar hustle and bustle suddenly shattered by the sound of gunfire. Panic erupts. 200 people, caught in a wave of fear, scramble for safety, their instincts screaming at them to run, to hide. It's a primal, understandable reaction to a terrifying situation. But then, amidst the chaos, something extraordinary happens. One man, let's call him David, drops his shopping bags. The sound is almost lost in the noise, a small, quiet act of surrender to a higher calling. While everyone else moves away from the danger, David turns towards it. He doesn't run. He doesn't charge. He moves with a calm, deliberate pace. Each step is measured. His posture is steady, his eyes focused. There's no hesitation, no second guessing. It's a kind of focus that you can't just decide to have. It has to be forged over time. This isn't recklessness, this is purpose. It's the kind of quiet decisiveness that only years of training, of discipline, of preparing for the worst can create. In that moment, he isn't just a shopper. He becomes a shield, a beacon of hope in a sea of fear. His calm is a stark contrast to the terror around him, a silent promise that someone is willing to stand up, to face the darkness, to protect the innocent. This is the anatomy of a hero, not the absence of fear, but the choice to act in spite of it. It's a powerful reminder that within the everyday, the potential for extraordinary bravery exists. Stories like this remind us of the best of humanity. Thank you for watching and taking a moment to reflect on courage with us. If this story moved you, please consider liking the video and subscribing to our channel for more content that inspires. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one. The world you see isn't the same as the one I see. For you, a trip to the mall might just be about finding the right pair of shoes or grabbing a coffee. For me, David, it's a constant, silent drill. A test. My name is David, and for decades, I served as a Marine. The training never really leaves you. It becomes a part of who you are, woven into the very fabric of your perception. Right now, as I stand here, I'm not just people watching. I'm clocking the exits, 1, 2, 3, 4 that are immediately visible. I'm noting the placement of every security camera, their blind spots, their potential fields of view. My eyes don't just see shoppers, they see behaviors. The person shifting their weight nervously, the unattended bag left by a bench, the group moving a little too quickly, a little too cohesively. These are all data points, processed in a fraction of a second. It's not about paranoia. It's about preparation. It's about situational awareness. This isn't something I choose to do. It's an instinct, a reflex honed by years in environments where noticing the smallest detail could mean the difference between coming home and not. The human brain is the most advanced threat detection system on the planet, but it needs to be calibrated. My calibration happened in the crucible of the Marine Corps. I see the flow of the crowd like currents in a river. Where are the choke points? Where could a bottleneck form in an emergency? Where are the hard corners that could provide cover? These questions answer themselves before I even consciously ask them. It might sound exhausting, and sometimes it can be. But more than that, it's a sense of quiet control in a world that often feels chaotic. It is a promise I made to myself and to those I served with, to always be ready, to always protect. This skill, this way of seeing, wasn't just for the battlefield. It's for the everyday. It's for the moments when you least expect trouble, because those are the moments it's most likely to find you. This isn't just a habit, it's a responsibility. It's the silent duty of a Marine long after the uniform has been put away. Thanks for watching and letting me share a small piece of my world. If this gave you a new perspective, consider liking the video and subscribing for more stories. Stay safe and always stay aware. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the art of creating hyper-realistic cinematic action shots using AI we're going to break down how to craft a prompt that delivers a truly epic and dynamic scene, just like the one you're seeing now. Let's start with the core of our scene. The prompt begins with a simple action. David approaches Marcus with a maintenance cart while Marcus reloads a rifle. This sets the stage with two characters, a clear objectives, and an element of tension. It's direct and tells the AI exactly what's happening. Next, we establish the visual framing with the camera angle. We specified wide angle, side views showing distance closing, both in frame. A wide angle lens captures the environment and the scale of the action, while the side view emphasizes the movement and the shrinking distance between our characters. Keeping both of them in the frame is crucial for telling a complete story within the shot. This isn't just two separate actions. It's an interaction, a confrontation about to happen. Now, let's talk about mood. Lighting and color are your best friends here. We used red and orange highlights on action, smoke, and sparks subtly. This isn't just about making it look cool. It's about conveying danger and intensity. The red and orange tones evoke a sense of alarm and conflict, while subtle smoke and sparks add texture and realism, making the environment feel alive and volatile. These small details make a huge difference in selling the believability of the scene. To give the scene a narrative layer, we added a voiceover text description. In mere seconds, David calculated every move and closed in on the assailant with precision. This isn't just for a potential video edit. It gives the AI context about the asterisk feeling asterisk and asterisk intent asterisk of the action. It tells the AI that David's movement is not random but deliberate and skillful, adding a layer of storytelling to the generated image. Finally, we define the overall aesthetic. We chose hyper-realistic cinematic action, motion blur on background. Hyper-realism pushes the AI to generate details with incredible fidelity. Cinematic action tells it to think like a blockbuster movie director. And the motion blur on the background is a classic technique to focus the viewer SI on the main action and create a powerful sense of speed and urgency. And there you have it. By combining a clear action, specific camera work, evocative lighting, narrative context, and defined style, you can guide the AI to create breathtaking, story-driven visuals. It's all about being a director and giving clear, creative instructions. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this breakdown helpful, give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive. Let me know in the comments what kind of scene you want to break down next. See you in the next one. Picture this, a bustling shopping mall, the sound of laughter and chatter filling the air. Suddenly, a deafening crack shatters the peace. Panic erupts. People scream, diving for cover. In the midst of this chaos, a lone gunman takes aim. Time seems to freeze, but then movement, a blur of action. A shopping cart, propelled with incredible force, slams into the shooter. The rifle clatters to the polished floor. Before the assailant can even react, a figure is on him. This is David. In one fluid motion, he restrains the attacker, his grip like iron. All around them, the world is a whirlwind of fear and confusion, a chaotic dance of shoppers scrambling for safety. Look closer at this moment. The dramatic lighting, the sparks flying from the impact, the slow motion capture of raw, decisive action. This isn't a scene from a movie. It's a testament to the power of one person's courage. In just 47 seconds, David didn't just stop a threat. He stared into the face of terror and took back control. He transformed a scene of potential tragedy into a story of heroism. This single act of bravery ripples outward. It's a reminder that in our darkest moments, the strength of the human spirit can shine the brightest. David didn't hesitate. He saw a need and he acted, saving countless lives with his quick thinking and selfless courage. He wasn't wearing a cape. He was an ordinary person who did an extraordinary thing. His actions prevented a catastrophe, turning a terrifying situation into a moment where humanity, courage, and decisive action triumphed over violence. He is a true hero, a beacon of hope in a world that desperately needs it. This story isn't just about what happened, it's about what it represents. It's about the potential within each of us to make a difference, to stand up when it matters most. David's bravery is an inspiration, a powerful reminder of the good that exists in the world. Thank you for watching and taking the time to witness this incredible act of courage. If this story moved you, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more inspiring content. Stay safe and remember the heroes among us. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a story that will have you on the edge of your seat. It started as just another ordinary Saturday at the mall for David and his daughter Emma. They were enjoying some father-daughter time, browsing shops, completely unaware that their day was about to take a dramatic and unforgettable turn. Suddenly, the calm atmosphere was shattered. Panic erupted as a man, Marcus, began causing a disturbance. Shoppers scattered, fear spreading like wildfire. It was chaos. But in that moment of terror, when everyone else was running away, David did something extraordinary. He ran towards the danger. With incredible courage, he confronted Marcus, using his quick thinking and surprising strength to restrain him, preventing the situation from escalating. He didn't stop there. Amid the aftermath, David immediately began tending to the injured, offering comfort and first aid to those in shock. He was a beacon of calm in a sea of confusion. And then the sirens. SWAT teams and police officers flooded the entrance, securing the area. It was in that moment, as the authorities took control, that the camera pulls back. We see the whole scene, the flashing lights, the officers, and in the very center of it all, David. Just then, his daughter Emma appears. She rushes through the crowd, her eyes wide with a mix of fear and sheer astonishment. She saw her dad, her ordinary, everyday dad, standing there not just as a parent, but as a hero. The man who just saved countless people. In that single, powerful instant, her entire perception of her father was transformed. He wasn't just the guy who helped with homework or told silly jokes. He was a protector, a guardian, a true hero in every sense of the word. The look on her face said it all. A profound, newfound respect and awe for the man she thought she knew. It's a powerful reminder that heroes aren't just in movies. Sometimes they're standing right beside us. This story really makes you think about the hidden strengths within the people we love. What an incredible display of bravery. Thanks so much for watching with us today. If you were moved by this story, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content that matters. We'll see you in the next one. Scene opens with a peaceful shot of a backyard. A man, David, and a young girl, Emma, are sitting together. The atmosphere is warm and calm. Have you ever wondered what makes a hero? Is it a cape, a mask, or some incredible superpower? We often look for heroes in epic tales and blockbuster movies, but sometimes the most extraordinary heroes are the ones living right next door, hidden in plain sight. This is the story of David Chen, a father whose quiet afternoon turned into a defining moment, proving that true heroism isn't about seeking recognition. It's about answering the call when the world needs you most. It all happened in just 47 seconds. 47 seconds that would forever change the lives of everyone in his small, quiet neighborhood. David wasn't a firefighter, a police officer, or a soldier. He was a software engineer, a loving husband, and a father to his 7-year-old daughter, Emma. His days were filled with code, bedtime stories, and weekend trips to the park. He was, by all accounts, an ordinary man. But on that fateful Tuesday, ordinary was no longer an option. A sudden, deafening sound shattered the afternoon peace. A tremor shook the ground, and screams echoed from a few houses down. While others froze in confusion and fear, something inside David clicked. Without a second thought, he sprinted towards the chaos. What he found was a scene of panic. A gas line had ruptured, and a house was rapidly filling with thick, dangerous fumes. Inside, a family was trapped, disoriented, and unable to find their way out. David didn't hesitate. He knew the risks, he knew the danger, but he also knew that lives were on the line. He acted with a clarity and courage that seemed to come from nowhere and everywhere at once. He guided the terrified family through the blinding haze, his calm voice a beacon in the pandemonium. He pulled the youngest child from an upstairs window just moments before the structure became completely unstable. He was just a dad, but in that moment, he was a lifeline. In the aftermath, when the first responders arrived and the news crews swarmed, David was nowhere to be found. He had slipped away, back to his own home, back to his daughter, Emma. He didn't want interviews. He didn't want praise. For him, it wasn't about becoming a legend. It was about doing what was right. David Chen's story reminds us that courage isn't about the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. It's a powerful lesson that sometimes the greatest heroes are the ones whose names we may never know. Thank you for watching. If this story moved you, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more stories about the hidden heroes among us. We'll see you in the next one.